Hello, everyone. It's great to be back, as I am going to be working part-time for the foreseeable future. In between treatment, I'll be posting a weekly video for attendance champions. Here's my first message that reminds all of us why attendance is at the top of our school improvement agenda. The empty chair in school matters because every child deserves to fill it. When one seat stays empty, we lose a day of learning, connection, and confidence that can be hard to win back. Behind every absence is a name, a story, and a future. I'm delighted to be back part-time supporting attendance in schools, and this little video reminds us why our work with attendance is so vital. I look forward to working intensively with specific schools again for the remainder of this academic year. And for every school, I will be posting weekly thoughts on attendance for all attendance champions across our schools. We have made so much progress as a trust in this academic year, and there is still so much more to learn from each other and schools beyond our trust. Every empty chair means missed learning and a weaker connection to school, and over time, that gap can widen fast. Attendance is not just administration. It is how children access learning, routine, safety, and belonging. In this short video, we'll look at why this matters even more so now in Term 5, and what is at stake when pupils are not in class. Attendance is more than compliance. Letters and tracking matter, but they rarely change patterns on their own. If we treat absence only as behaviour, we miss what drives it. Attendance is also about relationships, belonging, and engagement, and pupils attend more when school feels safe, predictable, and worth showing up for. Strong schools pair high expectations with real connection and early support for families. Our schools with strong attendance are secure and safe, predictable, and relationship intensive at every level. Every child is known and, more importantly, matters. The cost of absence goes far beyond missed lessons. At 90% attendance, a pupil can lose about 4 weeks of learning in a year, and those gaps become harder to close each term. Persistent absence is linked to lower GCSE outcomes and fewer post-16 opportunities in education, training, and work. As we are now in the exam season, attendance every day really does matter, and I am sure you have robust strategies in place to ensure every year 11 turns up to every exam. The impact is social too. Attendance builds friendships, routine, confidence, and a sense of belonging that supports long-term success. At the heart of attendance work are 4 key questions that you need to consider every day in your attendance work. First, why are pupils attending less than before? The reasons are often layered, from anxiety and lost routines to wider family pressures. Second, why do traditional strategies so often fall short? Tracking and letters matter, but they rarely resolve the root causes on their own. What is unique to your school, and what are you doing about it? Third, how do we balance compassion with clear expectations? The strongest schools do both, combining support with consistency. And finally, what actually works? The evidence points to early intervention, strong relationships, smart use of data, and a culture where attendance feels both possible and expected. This is the mindset shift at the heart of effective attendance work. Instead of starting from enforcement, we start from understanding. When we ask with genuine curiosity what is getting in the way, families are far more likely to speak openly. That changes the conversation from blame to problem solving. Expectations stay high, but relationships become stronger. And in practice, that partnership approach delivers better outcomes than pressure alone. This slide reminds us that attendance is lived at home before it is measured at school. Families are often balancing work pressures, caring responsibilities, transport problems, financial strain, and children's health needs, sometimes all at once. Those pressures are real, and they are not always visible to us. That is why the most effective attendance work starts with partnership. When schools approach families with empathy and genuine curiosity, trust grows. And with trust, practical support becomes possible and improvement is much more likely to last. Attendance has to be part of whole school culture, not a task owned by one person. Leaders set the direction and keep attendance visible. Teachers reinforce expectations every day in classrooms. Pastoral teams build trust and remove barriers. Administrative teams provide the accurate, timely systems that make early action possible. Governors keep strategic focus and accountability in place. When these layers work together, attendance improvement becomes consistent, shared, and sustainable. There's no question that attendance remains a serious challenge, but there is also real opportunity in front of us. More schools are using data intelligently, strengthening partnerships with families, and treating attendance as a core improvement priority. That gives us a strong foundation for progress. The work is not quick, and it is not simple, but it is absolutely achievable. With consistent, intentional action, schools can make meaningful improvements and change the trajectory for children who need it most. Keep doing a great job for the remainder of Term 5 and start thinking strategically for Term 6 and also for the new academic year in September. Look out for my next video next week, which will focus on best use of data to support interventions with attendance. And don't forget, Somerville is a regional hub for attendance and behaviour, and they are always very happy to offer any advice and support over and above your regular networks. Have a great week and see you next week.